one of the things that Jimmy Lynam is counting on is Manute Bol turning this game around defensively. In Game 2, a 26-point swing. Here, Manute doesn't really get out quick enough to challenge the shot by Purdue. He's got to be active. He's got to get a couple blocks, which will get the Sixers out running. In Game 2 against Milwaukee, 76ers were down 14, and within 9 minutes with Bol on the floor, they were up 12.
Anderson on the foul. Yes, when Manute came in, Cartwright also was able to get the open 15-footer. Manute did not come out to challenge.
Jordan shot a jumper over the top of him. Pippen knocked out a jump over the top. He needs to be a little bit more active right now.
Stacey King has checked in. He had an excellent playoff series against the Sixers last year in the absence of Scottie Pippen. Stacey King and Ed Neely, who's now a member of the Phoenix Suns, who provided a lift off the bench. Gilliam. Bol tried the tip. King gets to it. Hodges. And it's Purdue on the rebound. Blocked by Bol.
And Bol actually had guessed wrong the first time, went up and missed the first block, but he's so big and his arm's so long, he got it on the second chance.
Hawkins with the spin, hit on the reach-in.
Keep an eye on Will Purdue, who will leave and go double team because Manute Bol is so far from the basket. Bol needs to go right to the offensive boards when the shot goes up and be a factor on the offensive glass. Shot up, there's Bol trying to get a piece.
Craig Hodges called for that foul. Michael Jordan is back, replacing Hodges. And a recent addition to the Sixers squad, Robert Reed, a 13-year NBA veteran out of St. Mary's College in Texas, has checked in. Spent 10 years with Houston, a year with Charlotte, then Portland, and now the 76ers. Crowd responds to the Purdue rebound. Bol's 38 and the 76ers 25. It is now Reed guarding Jordan. Purdue again.
Manute complaining to the official that he got pushed to the back, but tough bounce for the 76ers. Long over the top of Manute, right into Will's hands.
The center combination of Bill Cartwright and Will Purdue has given the Bulls very solid play. Cartwright hits 6 of 7 for 12. Purdue has done a good job. P.J. Armstrong with that last foul. Will Purdue getting position off the boards on Manute Bol and then able to put the short hook right through.
It's Charles Barkley with today's word.
Today's word is find.
Tell the boys and girls how you get fined, Charles.
You can get fined for a lot of things, like yelling, arguing, and bad-mouthing an official, but most of all for fighting.
Have you ever been fined, Charles?
Never, ever. No.
Charles is a great player, but he has a lousy memory.
Never, ever.
There's a thread that runs through our lives.
Coming up next, the second half of our NBA playoff doubleheader, the fifth and deciding game between Seattle and Portland, as they are in a surprising development tied at 2. Dick Enberg and Steve Jones will have it for you. Sean Kemp and his Supersonics against Clyde the Glide and his Trailblazers. That is next, following the Bulls and the 76ers.
And if Seattle would have had McKee for game number 2, there's no telling what might have happened in that game because they played him extremely well, extremely close in those first 2 losses.
And this is a man who's been playing extremely well. The combination of Purdue and Cartwright creating havoc for the 76ers, who stay with Manute Bol up front. Armin Gilliam and now Charles Barkley back. They're at the forward spots. Andre Turner and Ron Anderson at a big guard slot. And Gilliam backing into King was hit. Stacey King called for the foul.
Well, the Sixers defense has cooled off the Bulls somewhat. Now they just need to start scoring a little bit at the other end of the floor. I mean, it can't be a shutout for the rest of the game. It doesn't work for the 76ers that way.
A cameo appearance by Robert Reed. He immediately sits down. Jim Lynam now going to the big guard setup. The double on Gilliam, and he's able to recapture. Barkley for 3. Yes, Charles Barkley with lots of time to think about it, and then able to hit. He has 16 points. 16 of the 28 Philadelphia points. Rare miss by Pippen, and that a climbing foul on Purdue, who gets a look from Manute.
Manute got crushed on that last rebound from both sides. Purdue on the one side, King on the other side. I mean, Manute's not a real big guy when you look at him across from shoulder to shoulder. They sandwich him in between.
Shoulder to shoulder, yes, that's certainly true. He is the tallest player in the history of the NBA. Very casually hits that first free throw. Manute is only 58% from the line. Bulls 40 and the Sixers 29. Chicago led by as many as 20. They came out blistering in the first quarter. Shot clock at 5. Armstrong. B.J. Armstrong going glass. B.J. has been in pain recently. Had a front tooth loosened in a practice session last week when he collided with Craig Hodges. His dentist tightened the tooth. B.J. able to hang in. 5.5 remaining in this first half. Anderson again for 3. Pippen on the rebound.
Generally speaking, when teams double team, the ball is supposed to be able to move quicker than the defense can recover. That's not happening with the 76ers. Their ball movement is too slow. Their spacing is not good. They're not in their proper spots. And Chicago is so good at recovering, they're matched right back up with their people.
Shot clock at 3. Jordan. A remarkable play to draw the foul with that shot clock running down. It's Manute Bol.
Speak of creativity, this man has done almost everything that we've seen in the game that's new, and he'll find something else before it's over.
Cliff Levingston getting set to come on. Rick Mahorn will return. Jordan 2 out of 3 from the line. And Manute will sit down. He's having some words with someone on the Chicago bench. And Phil Cartwright replaces Will Perdue. 4 points, 5 rebounds for Purdue. The Bulls 44 and the 76ers 29. Turner got the step. Gilliam lost it. Here's Jordan.
Against this Chicago team, you've got to make your moves quickly. They're just too good at recovering defensively. You hold the ball, they're right there in your face, challenging, making things happen with their defense.
Illegal defense call for the second time. So that spells technical foul.
And Phil Jackson questions it because he says, hey, if I'm double teaming, we should be able to rotate. Hands in, lead to easy scores at the other end, and Jordan, the best finisher in the game.
Phil Jackson in his second year as head coach of the Bulls, an assistant under Doug Collins for 2 years, had a 13-year career in the NBA, primarily with the New York Knicks, including the 72-73 championship season. Percy Hawkins is back. Bulls by 16. And they now go to a front line of Barkley with Mahorn and Gilliam. Turner and Hawkins in the backcourt. 4:25 to go in the first half. The foul on Levingston. He is now matched with Barkley.
And Barkley got a little chuckle out of that because Charles initiated that contact along the baseline by moving into Cliff Levingston as he came off the baseline screen. I think Charles knows he got a good whistle that time.
The Bulls have been over the limit for some time, and Phil Jackson has not been pleased.
And Phil also getting his 2 cents in with the officials right now, not wanting him to call it too close against Charles and the 76ers. Levingston keeping a body on him, fights his way through.